news on 3FM 92.7. We're live on all our affiliate stations across the country and also streaming on all our social media platforms at Facebook at 3FM 92.7 and also on YouTube at 3FM 92.7. My name is Christabel Success Treve. Coming up this morning, over 61,000 candidates to sit for the 2026 Technical and Vocational Education and Training Examination today. Also, double track system in senior high schools to end by 2027. That's according to the President, John Dramani Mahama.
There should be no secondary school implementing a double track.
And much later, World Health Organization warns of potential larger outbreak of the Ebola virus in DR Congo with significant risk of local and regional spread.
The World Health Organization considers this event serious enough. It is a bit unusual and capable of spreading beyond national borders.
Stay with us because we're bringing you details of these and a whole lot more. Thank you for staying with us here. Now, some 61,506 candidates across Ghana will participate in this year's Technical and Vocational Education and Training CTVET examinations, which begins on Monday, May 18, and is to end on Friday, June 12, 2026. Out of the total number, 59,754 candidates will sit for the Certificate 2 examinations, while 1,752 candidates will write other traditional TVET examinations. The Commission said the figures represent an 8.06% increase over last year's candidature for the Certificate 2 examinations. According to CTVET, 6 separate series of each serialized paper will be used this year, although all candidates will be assessed using the same standards and marking schemes. Away from that, the President, John Dramani Mahama, has announced a sweeping education reform agenda aimed at ending the double-track system by next year through major infrastructure expansion and enhanced teacher development initiatives. Speaking at the commissioning of the Sweden-Ghana Medical Center in Greater Accra, the President announced the upgrade of 50 senior high schools and new community day schools aimed at transforming access and quality in education nationwide.
In this regard, government has secured a $300 million facility from the World Bank to upgrade 50 senior high schools nationwide. It is fundamentally about promoting equity, improving quality, and widening opportunities for every Ghanaian child. The Star J project is going to assist Ghana government achieve its target of bringing an end to double track in our secondary school system by next year. By 2027, there should be no secondary school implementing a double track.
You just heard that the voice of President John Dramani Mahama. The New Patriotic Party, NPP, is demanding the immediate and non-negotiable release of its incarcerated Bono Regional Chairman, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye, from BNI detention. At a media briefing, Minority Leader Alexander Appenyo-Marking argued that the basis for Abonye's detention is frivolous, describing the arrest as a state-sponsored attack aimed at intimidating the political minority.
Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee shall, upon assumption of Parliament, be made through an application to summon the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of BNI, to publicly account for every decision taken in this matter. The Chief Justice is not also above the law. They must all be answerable. And let the majority know this. In the effort by the minority in ensuring this is done, they should not try to stampede it.
Minority Leader Alexander Appenyo-Marking speaking there. The Member of Parliament for Sagnarigu, Atta Issa, has defended Ghana's planned policy coordination instrument (PCI) arrangement with International Monetary Fund (IMF, describing it as a necessary step to sustain fiscal discipline and restore investor confidence in the economy.
So this simply means a continuation of fiscal discipline. When we are under an IMF program, you know that governments across the globe strive hard to be fiscally prudent and do well in terms of revenue mobilization and expenditure rationalization so that we spend what we have. We don't spend what we don't have. Now, a complete departure or movement away from the IMF. In fact, remember, we are a member of the IMF. So a complete withdrawal from that scheme signals a poor notice.
Atta Issa is the Member of Parliament for Sagnarigu. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo a public health emergency of international concern. The agency said the outbreak in DR Congo's eastern Ituri province, which has seen around 246 suspected cases and 80 deaths reported, does not meet the criteria of a pandemic emergency. Dr. Banda Khalifa is a member of the WHO Emergency Preparedness and Response Technical Advisory Group for the Africa region, and he spoke to TV3.
The World Health Organization considers this event serious enough. It is a bit unusual and capable of spreading beyond national borders. So it is a call for coordinated international action under the international health regulations. For global health preparedness in general, this means about three things. It means that countries must intensify surveillance, laboratories must also be ready to test quickly, and regional systems must coordinate across borders in real time.
Dr. Banda Khalifa is a member of the WHO Emergency Preparedness and Response Technical Advisory Group for the Africa region. In another development, the World Health Organization has charged African countries to sustain their response on tackling HIV/AIDS. With external resources dwindling across the continent, the WHO said member countries should commit more domestic resources. The call was made at the Executive Council election and handing over ceremony of the Society for AIDS in Africa. Just before we go, scores of enthusiastic fans gathered at the forecourt of TV3 to witness the thrilling grand finale of Perfect Match Extra Season 4. The announcement of the winning couple sparked jubilant celebrations among the energized crowd inside the studio. Moments after the finale, an excited Papi and Preskari shared their joy with 3 Entertainment's Naftali Bar.
At exactly 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, Studio B of TV3 was buzzing with anticipation as fans passionately cheered for their favorite couples and made bold predictions about who deserved the crown. For the past 10 weeks, Big Mama's house has been filled with passion, heartbreak, drama and moments of self-discovery as couples battled for the ultimate prize. The night also saw couples rewarded in several categories, including Heartbreaker of the Season, Most Romantic Couple, and the fan favorite Ride or Die duo.
Miss you.
Following the emotional eviction of Ken and Aram and Dizzy and Nadia, the competition came down to 2 final couples, Papi and Preskari, and Tyclev and Coco.
And I wasn't expectant of one particular thing, but I knew and I was sure that I was going to give it my all, and then that's what I did, and I find my beautiful baby right here.
What did we even do?
I don't even know, like, I think it's grace.
It's grace, I think.
And that'll be all for the morning news on 3FM 92.7. For more details and more stories, please check our website, 3news.com. My name is Christabel Success Trevor. Business is up next on Sunrise.